Who was asking the question? Yes, everyone. Who has asked the question last?
Yes, sir. Actually, I have taken all the screenshots, but I am
You are
not able to
sure?
understand. Yes, sir.
Did we discuss about CMD yet?
No, sir.
No.
We are just taking the screenshots and you will discuss it later on. Okay,
Yes.
sir.
So we didn't discuss it yet. Okay. Once we discuss it at the time, you'll
So
understand it.
that was why I was confused about it actually.
Nothing to worry. See, we are discussing all these things. Don't worry. Because there are lots of
Sure, sir.
screenshots, right? Lots of screenshots are there. That is why exactly uh, it is important. Okay. Okay, so that you don't miss any screenshots. Okay, these are important commands what exactly we are using. So first of all, just make a heading, everyone. CMD. Just make a heading of CMD. This is your command prompt. Okay, so here you can see CMD. If you simply just type it, this is the command prompt application which you can use in order to manage your system. Every single system can be managed using either command prompts or so every single applications what exactly we are running in our Windows based systems, most of the things exactly we're running it with applications. Okay, but this particular command prompt, it gives us the opportunity to manage our system entirely directly by typing commands. Okay, you can type commands and you can do your work in the system. Okay, so very similar type environment what exactly we used to get, okay, in earlier version of Microsoft Windows operating system, that is called DOS. How many of you have seen the disk class operating system? Anyone have seen the DOS operating system? This basically looks like this. Okay, here you are having the cursor, it is blinking, and you have to basically type commands and you have to do your work. Okay, this is what we call command line interface, the CLI. Okay, so the same thing, what exactly we're doing by clicking on this type of applications like opening browsers, opening this type of file explorer, every single thing you can do it from here. Okay, okay, this type of environment, you know, like what by which we can do the management of our systems, means we can configure, okay, we can do the management properly using CLI. Okay, much more we are using CLI than graphical. And this is why exactly it is important for you to know that how exactly you can use the command prompt in order to manage your devices in the organization. Okay, which commands we are using, what exactly we are doing with CMD. These are the informations what exactly you have taken the screenshots for. Okay, all the screenshots basically explains the main usage of this command prompt in networking. Okay, so simply just make heading of command prompt for CMD. Heading is done. Everyone finished with the heading?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so CMD, just note down this information. CMD stands for command. CMD stands for command or command prompt. CMD stands for command or command prompt. Is a text-based application. Is a text-based application. CMD stands for command or command prompt. Is a text-based application which is used to manage which is used to manage a Windows-based system, is used to manage a Windows-based system through THROUGH, through command line environment. Command line environment. Full stop. Command line and environment. Finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, um, the most useful the most useful commands the most useful commands which is used in networking. The most useful commands which is used in networking in CMD are as follows. Are as follows. Okay, so the first command is ping. Can you see this? Can you see this command ping?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now this ping stands for what? Stands for
Packet internet grouper.
internet proper, right? Packet internet proper. Now for what purpose it is used for?
Troubleshooting.
Troubleshooting
Troubleshooting
network
For
means
connection.
troubleshooting.
if any network issues are there, suppose you cannot access internet, suppose you cannot access a particular server machine, this is when exactly we are using this particular ping command in order to check that where exactly is the problem. Okay, so always is used to check what exactly is used to check.
Check to network host is able to communicate with another network
Network hosts or not,
or no, or not.
right? So when exactly you use the ping command, always you give them IP address. So your IP address like 127.0.0.1, you can basically give it and you will see that you are getting this type of messages. Now these messages are what? Reply messages, right?
Reply message.
Reply message. So how many packets you are sending?
4 packets.
Four. How many packets you are receiving?
4.
Four.
How many packets are lost?
Zero.
0.
Zero.
What is the percentage of loss?
100%.
Zero.
0%. 0.
When you are having 0% loss, it means what? That is equal to 100% success, right?
Yeah.
Yes or no? It means you are having 100% success. Having always when you see that this particular loss is 0%, it in other words, we are simply concluding that we are having 100% success to communicate to this particular machine, right? This is what we are having over here is this particular ping command. Okay, most of the time we are using it in order to check that whether our hosts are being able to like what communicate with each other or not. Okay, so here, okay, this clearly indicates that you are having successful communication. Now over here, over here you can either use the IP address of the machine or you can directly type the name of the machine. Okay, for example, the name of this server is www. Okay, if you want to ping Google, then you can simply just type the name, which is www, and after that you can type the domain name. This is your domain name, google.com. Okay.
127.
तो मतलब तुम्हें तो मालूम होना चाहिए ना, क्योंकि तुम्हारा अगर नेटवर्क है तो तुम्हारा नेटवर्क पे कितने नंबर ऑफ पीसीस हैं और उनके क्या क्या आईपी एड्रेसेस हैं, ये सारे तो तुम्हें मालूम मालूम होगा ना।
बट जब यहाँ पे google.com को पिंग किया है तो फिर ये प्लीज
ये रिक्वेस्ट
रिक्वेस्ट
क्यों,
को
मतलब ये एरर क्यों आ रहा है,
यस
मतलब हम
सर
लोग क्यों क्यों ये सारे मैसेजेस नहीं देख रहे हैं, यही तो है ना क्वेश्चन।
यस सर
हाँ, तो ये जब मतलब काम जब नहीं करता, ठीक है, जैसे कि पे ठीक तरीके से, तो फिर तुम्हें ऐसा टाइप के मैसेजेस तुम्हें दिखाई पड़ेंगे। Okay, means whenever you are not connected to internet and you are trying to ping, this is when exactly you will be seeing this type of messages. Suppose your internet connection is having some type of issues, ठीक है, अगर जैसे कि इंटरनेट कनेक्शन पे कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स आ गई है, तुम इंटरनेट से ठीक तरीके से कनेक्टेड नहीं हो, at the time you will be seeing this type of messages coming in. Okay, but normally when you are connected to internet, always you will be seeing this type of replies coming in. So let me just ping www.google.com. Now can you see replies coming in?
यस सर
This is your reply, right? We are having 0% loss. Now, can you see this address over here? What is used? This is not IPv4 address, right? It is what
IPv6
address?
address
It is your
IPv6
IPv6 address.
IPv6.
Okay. So IPv6 address always is being like what, written in hexadecimal format. Okay. Is using IPv6 addresses on their servers. Okay. Because we have IPv4 address which is very much limited right now. Okay, means in the upcoming days exactly you are having like IPv4 addresses which will be coming to an end. This is when IPv6 address will be using it. That is why exactly Google has started to use this type of addresses. But you can see that this is the IPv6 address of your Google server. Okay, and you are getting total 100% success to this particular. When something happens on internet and you are not getting this type of replies, this is when you understand that you are getting connectivity issues, okay, network connectivity issues, and this messages will be coming over here.
so when I am
So
pinging from yes sir sir when I am pinging from my laptop the IPv6 address of my laptop and your laptop is different
that is correct,
for
because every address needs
google.com
to be different, na?
but we are
Every,
searching for
see, the thing is you are having a Google server, okay. Now this Google server is basically located in like what, closer to my location, okay. So this server is located closer to my location over here, and it is having a different IP. Okay, this one is having a different IP. Let's say that this one is located in Bangalore. Okay, Bangalore, and you are, which is again Google, but it is located in Mumbai. Okay, in Mumbai location, you are having this particular server, and this server is also having a different IP. And both these particular servers, they belong to which company? Google.com, right? So over there, you are having both these servers, which is representing Google on, and is located in this location, Mumbai location. Then which server will give me the reply? Server from Mumbai, right?
Mumbai yes
And if I'm located in Bangalore, then which server will give me the reply?
Bangalore server
Bangalore server. So obviously, these two servers IP will be different, right?
okay
Yes or
sir
no?
but when okay and when we are in same location
Then the
like
same
we
server,
are in
then the
Mumbai
same
sir.
server will be, then the same server, because these servers like what, in a certain region, one server is serving multiple clients, okay, like that. If you are located in Mumbai, then Mumbai server will be totally taking care of your request and it will be providing you the reply. If you are located in Bangalore or in Delhi or in other cities, then closest to your location, whichever server is there, it will be serving you the reply. Because if there is only one server, if for example, if you are having only one server is there, and from all the states, if this server is handling the request India, then there will be too much load, right, on this server? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Because from every single state you will be getting the request, right, over here on these servers. Yes or no? There will be too much load. Okay, this much load a single server cannot handle. This many number of requests coming into the server. This many number of requests cannot be handled by a single server. That is why
So a
exactly we are
server
having
load.
separate servers available in different care of the requests. Getting my point? This is how exactly they are doing this. Like what they're serving the replies. What exactly request you are sending? The replies are being sent from the closest location server to your machine. Always, it is dependent on geographical location. Understood?
So why error occurred, sir? If search something in the Google, sometimes error occurred. Why this happened?
What occurred?
Error occurred.
It happens because of different reasons. Okay, maybe the website URL you were like what you were trying to access, it is like what it doesn't exist properly. Okay, so this type of error occurred message, it can come in if there is a network issue going on in your like what in your ISP. Okay, then this particular error occurred message will come in. If there is a have firewall, okay, there is a firewall device which is out there. Okay, it's called firewall device. Firewall, this type of firewall device, if it is blocking your requests, okay, when your request is coming in, it is simply just blocking it. This is when exactly this type of error card message. Different reasons are there. Okay, different
Yes.
reasons are there based on which exactly this type of error card message it can come in. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so all of you have
और
got
सर वो
it?
आईपी एड्रेस का जो आप बता रहे थे वो आईपी एड्रेस कैसे पता चलेगा?
सो आईपी एड्रेस कैसे पता चलेगा? दैट इज योर, जैसे कि तुमने मान लो कि तुम्हारा ये सिस्टम है, ठीक है, जैसे कि ये वाला सिस्टम है, ये सिस्टम है। अब ये सिस्टम पे तुमने एक आईपी एड्रेस डाल दिया, जैसे कि 192.168.100.1, ठीक है, ये क्लासिक आईपी है। और इस वाले सिस्टम पे तुमने डाल दिया 192.168.100.2 का आईपी,
अच्छा
ठीक है। ये जो आईपी एड्रेस जो है वो तो तुम ही तो दे रहे हो, बिकॉज यू आर द नेटवर्क इंजीनियर ना। ये सारे जो डिवाइसेस हैं ये तो तुम्हारे डिवाइसेस हैं, तुम्हारे नेटवर्क
अच्छा
के
अच्छा
डिवाइसेस हैं। तो जब तुम कॉन्फ़िगर कर रहे हो सारे आईपी एड्रेस इन सारे सिस्टम पे, तो ऑब्वियसली यू विल बी नोइंग ना, तुम्हें ही तो पता होगा कि कौन सा मशीन पे कौन सा आईपी एड्रेस लगा हुआ है,
ओके ओके
ठीक है नहीं?
समझ में आया।
हाँ, जैसे कि नेटवर्क तो तुम ही बना रहे हो इन सारे डिवाइसेस से, तो ये सारे एड्रेसेस तो तुमको ही कॉन्फ़िगर करना है, ठीक है। सो प्रैक्टिकली यू आर डूइंग द कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, एंड व्हेन यू डूइंग द कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, ये सारे इन्फॉर्मेशन तुम्हें नोट करके रखना है कि कौन कौन से डिवाइसेस पे क्या क्या आईपी एड्रेस डाले हैं।
Sir, scroll down, sir.
Scroll down. Okay, scrolling down. Why?
I need a router diagram, sir. Router bridge diagram. Definitely.
Router page diagram. Okay, take it. This is your router.
Okay, sir. Taken.
And this is your bridge.
Taken.
This one you have taken. Repeated and this one.
Yeah, taken.
So this is what you are having the ping command, right? So next command what we are having is the ipconfig command. Can you see? This ipconfig command is what we are, for what reason we are using it?
IP
Configuration
configuration.
of an Windows-based system.
So IP configuration, like the IP address what your system is using, the subnet mask what your system is using, all these informations you can find it. Just type this command and press enter. You will find all of the IP configuration informations on your system over here. Okay, very straightforward command. Now this command, it is having lots of switches. Okay, now these switches over here, it is referred to this type of additional parameters. Okay, like slash all. Okay, this is considered as a switch. Okay, these are commands switches. If you want to find out the detailed information about your IP configurations, always you can use the IP config slash all switch. Additional detailed informations about your Windows system IP configuration, always you can find it. Make sure that you give a space. IP is a space in between this. Okay, and always you are using this command. This is the most useful command what we are using. Okay, in ipconfig slash all, always we are using it. Now detailed information, if you want to find it, simply just use this. Now this command is also having an other switches like ipconfig slash release release command and renew command. These two commands, always we use it in DSCP. Now
Dynamic
DSCP
host
stands for
configuration protocol.
so these two switches are used in order to basically work with a DSCP from your machine whenever you take dynamic IP address, okay, or whenever your machine is getting dynamic IP address by DSCP. This is when exactly we use this release and renew command. Very often we use it. Release command is used to remove the IP address of the configuration on your system, and renew command is used to renew the IP informations on your system. Okay, for you will be getting to know, okay, the usage when we discuss about DSCP. In the next session we'll discuss about that, what exactly is DSCP and how exactly release and renew command is used. You will get to know. This is another switch what we can use along with IP config. It's called flash DNS. Okay, this flash DNS stands for what? DNS stands for
Domain name server.
domain name
Domain name
system.
system.
Okay, there is a special
Domain
memory. There is a
name.
special memory type in our system. It's called what?
Cache.
Checking.
DNS cache memory. Okay, this memory basically stores temporary informations about domain name informations. Okay, like you are having facebook.com, you have google.com, youtube.com. All these informations are basically stored in this type of memory. Okay, and if you want to remove all the informations from this cache memory, then simply just use ipconfig slash flash DNS command. Okay, this will remove all these informations which is stored in this particular DNS cache memory. Okay, like what cache memory in DNS, simply just use a flash DNS command. Now all these are basically switches, everyone. All this particular section you are having the ipconfig switches. The main command you are having is ipconfig. Okay, for this.
Mouse DNS used to clear DNS segment.
Now coming to the next command, which is what command is next?
Get Mac.
Get Mac.
Getmac, as the name suggests, this command we
Finding the MAC
Getting
address
the
in
map.
Mac addressing.
the MAC addressing. MAC
info
addressing
and
means
Windows files.
is your hardware address, right? Physical addressing information. So what exactly is the MAC address of your system? You can easily find it. Just use the getmac command and press enter. You will see the MAC address information over there. It is written in which format? MAC address?
Hexadecimal.
Hexadecimal format, right? Always. Okay. So very straightforward command in order to get to know that what MAC address our machine is using. The next command is what? Okay. Now RP stands for what?
Address
Address
resolution
resolution
protocol.
protocol.
Address resolution protocol.
So it is used for what purpose?
It is used to map the IP address to MAC address.
MAC address. Okay. So every single system is having an IP address, correct or not? And similarly, every single system is having a MAC address as well. This is what exactly what we call mapping. Okay. This mapping over here. So mapping of IP address to MAC address. This is how exactly it is done. Simply screenshot here, you will be able to understand what is going on over here? This is your ARP. Okay, ARP. Can you see this IP address over here? And can you see the MAC address over here?
Yes.
This is what we call mapping. Okay, map. This is your mapping. Okay, IP address to MAC address mapping. This is what exactly is done using ARP. Which what we use along with ARP is this -A option. Okay, -A option basically displays the ARP table what you are having in your system. ARP table.
What is ARP full form? Stands for?
This is address resolution protocol. Address resolution protocol over here. You can see. Can you see this? Here.
Address resolution.
This is your address resolution protocol, and we are using this -A option always, okay, to display all the entries which is present in the ARP table. Okay, if you are doing troubleshooting of your network connections, okay, this is when we use this ARP-A option very much. Okay, this is the most used ARP commands, but exactly shows us that what exactly is the IP address of those machines to whom we are connecting, and what is the MAC address, because both IP and MAC address always is used for the network communications. This is what you are getting, and the mapping basically looks like in this manner. The IP address and the MAC address is mapped. Okay, so this is your another command. Then the next command you are having is this. What is the name of the command?
Host
Host
name.
name.
Host name. And for what reason we are using it?
Used for quickly finding the host name of the Windows business machine.
Host name. Host name simply means what?
of the
The name.
machine.
The name of your machine. Okay, so name of your machine.
You are also host now, no, sir.
So all this, okay, all these machines, okay, they are having a name available, and this names, how exactly you can check it? Just type the hostname command and press enter. That's it. You'll be able to see your machine name, okay, in the CLI. Okay, so always it is important whenever we are talking, or whenever we are referring to machines, okay, in the network, always we refer it with their names. Okay, and all these particular names and IP addresses always you are having in the network machines. Okay, so how do you find out IP address? You can find it out, okay, but ipconfig command you are having. But how do I find out the name of my machine? This is your hostname command, which is used for that purpose. Okay, so always we are using hostname command to find out the name of our Windows based machine over here. So one more single command, everyone. Then you are having another command which is called ns lookup.
Lookup.
Full form is what?
Name server.
Name server.
And for what reason we are using it?
Troubleshooting
Troubleshooting.
DNS
DNS
Internet
related
issue.
issues and
Now
run
DNS
network.
stands for what?
domain name server.
Network.
Domain name system. So if I simply just go over here, can you see is your ns lookup over here? ns lookup. Whenever you simply just type this command, right, ns lookup, at the time you will enter in this particular mode. Okay, when you press enter, you will enter over here. So what exactly you need to do is just type the name of the website, okay, for whose name server you want to know. Okay, this is the Google's name server, what you were seeing over here. Okay, if you want to find out that what exactly is the DNS server of Google, then you can simply just type the name of the website over here. So the name of Google website, and it will automatically find it. Okay, find out the DNS server of Google for you. Okay, these informations are pretty much required whenever our name resolution is not working properly. Okay, so let me just show you over here in practical how it looks like. NS lookup. Okay, When you press enter, you can see that you are entering in the. Suppose you want to find out the DNS server of Facebook. Okay, so let's say facebook.com. So can you see this website address over here, the DNS server address?
Yes,
Can
sir.
you see this? So this is your website, right?
Why server is unknown, sir?
Which one?
Server is unknown, sir.
Unknown means what? It cannot, like what? It cannot resolve the server name. Okay. One will give you the result over here. If it cannot, then only you will be seeing unknown over here. Okay.
Okay.
So this 157.240.1.35 is what? Is the facebook.com's DNS server address. Okay, and DNS will be discussing in the next session. Domain name system, basically it is used for name resolution purposes, but this particular server address you can easily find it. Okay, any server, any website address, let's say that you will have www.youtube.com. youtube.com. Now can you see all these DNS servers of YouTube? These are all IPv6 addresses, and these are all IPv4 addresses. You can see that these are all DNS. Okay, all DNS server related issues.
These are all class B, class B
Yes,
and class C.
but all these are public, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Malas
Because,
connected.
these are basically because these are available like what for everyone to use, right? Every one of us, we are using this type of servers in order to resolve names to IP addresses. This is what is going on over here. So simply just press Control plus C. Okay, 2 times you have to press Control plus C. Okay, 2 times in order to exit out of this. Control C 2 times. Okay, and see that you are back into this mode again. Okay. This is what you are having the
Sir,
lookup.
sir, one question I'm having.
Tell me.
Sir, when we do this DNS lookup for YouTube, so all these different IP which we have seen, like IP version 4, so those are pointing to the different data centers of the YouTube.
That is correct. DNS server, not data center. DNS where exactly you are having your DNS server is located. Okay, in India, this is what exactly we are getting their informations. This many number of servers are serving in our country. Okay, because YouTube is not just located in India, right? It is located in it is accessible to other countries as well. But all those other countries' informations we are not getting because our information is just going in like what in our country. Okay, and these are the servers which is basically getting it.
Yes, sir.
Now the next command what we are having, this is your netstat. Okay, very useful command. This netstat stands for what? Network statistics. Okay, and this one also is used for figuring out the network informations. Okay, statistics informations like switches we are using. All these are switches. The switches always we can use. Okay, along with netstat. Let me show you how exactly -e option works out over here. Basically, you are going to see the statistics of the network. Okay, what exactly I'm having over here. So simply just type netstat -e, small letter. Now can you see that the received and the sent, what we are having on our network interface card? NIC, NIC card. So in your NIC card, okay, or in your machine's NIC card, how many packets are sent or how many packets are received? These informations you can basically find it using this netstat. You can see that in terms of bytes, it is calculated. How many packets are unicast? How many packets are broadcast or multicast? How many packets are discarded? How many packets are containing errors? How many are over here? Okay. In this way, you can understand that whether your machine is receiving anything from internet or sending anything from internet. Similarly, if you want to just use this netstat command, this also displays you the result. So this is your local address. Over here you can see local address, and here you are having the foreign address. So local means what? Your machine address, and this is foreign means the destination. Connection is established because in TCP always we are having the three-way handshake process, right? Remember the three-way handshake process what we have.
Yes.
This three-way handshake process, once it is completed, then it is declared as established, right? But when it is not complete, then you are getting what type of message? Close wait.
Close and disconnect.
Okay, so it will close the connection, but before closing, it is just waiting for this three-way handshake process to complete. Okay, who is using this type of connection TCP? Always they are waiting for acknowledgements. Okay, from the destination machine in order to establish the connection. If they're not getting acknowledgements, then connection is not declared established. Okay, this is what you are having active connections over here. Okay. So how many number of machines exactly your system has established connection? This is what you are getting the information over here. So
So it is saying that I mean at present your machine has been connected to the
right now I'm just using Zoom, right? I'm just using Zoom.
yes.
Right. But I'm not using any other of these machines. Okay. I'm not using any of these machines what you were seeing over here. So many number of machines I'm not using. But it is there are certain applications which is always making communication to internet to other machines like Microsoft servers for Microsoft updates. Then you are having security servers from Microsoft. My machine is constantly doing communications on internet with the also coming over here. But if you
Okay.
see, I'm not accessing anything other than Zoom, right?
Yes.
Have I yet? I'm not accessing any other thing because the applications which is often only Zoom requires internet access. None other machines requires any of this access, right?
So this is happening all in the background.
Oh, yes, this is basically system processes. Okay, some system processes always they communicate on internet, and these are the machine's IP address. Okay, because if you look very closely, then I'm only using this. This one doesn't require internet access. This notepad doesn't require internet access. This is photo viewer doesn't require internet access. This is your command prompt, which right now doesn't require any internet access. Getting it?
Yes.
So these are system processes which is coming over here. Then we are having this particular, this is your status report in stat-e. You can see sent and received. Then next step, we are having established communication. There is another command called task list. Everyone, this task list is used. This is your second. This example over here. So task list we're using to know the process ID. You can see the process ID over here. Every single applications are being run using the process ID over here. Okay, so all this process ID we can use it to simply just kill the process. Okay, means if I run any application, these are all applications which is running in my system. Okay, all these applications they're having a process ID, which you can find it from here. Use the task list command to do that. So when you run any application, always you create a process ID, okay, or your system creates a process ID. You can use it in order to kill that particular application itself. Like you use the control alt and delete, right?